inspired, at least I am, to carve out more family fun. We're going to talk about how to do it, how to carve out that family fun on a daily basis. My next guest definitely has a few ideas on that. He's a regular fixture on our show, one of your all-time favorite contributors, and he just so happens to be a relationship coach with more than 20 years of experience. I have to add, he's an overall great guy. Say hello, everybody, to Dr. Matt Townsend.
This is great.
Isn't it fabulous?
It's like you've redecorated.
Something. They're the best accessories this studio has ever had.
Did you tell them what to wear?
Did we tell you what to wear?
Because their colors are beautiful.
Bright colors? Yes.
Holy cow. Oh,
I know.
My God.
We're welcoming you with a rainbow.
They're everywhere. This is great.
Okay, this idea of family fun is really the way to kick off today's show because summer is a time to have family fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, all the time.
All the time.
We're supposed to have fun all the time.
Especially in the summer.
But see, summer's, well, that you have to, because you'll kill your children if you don't. Right? Because they're home all the time. So, but fun should be part of all of our lives.
Yeah,
Just ask my wife. It's always fun at our house.
Always a party? Always a party?
Not really.
You've got some ways that we can really carve it out on a daily basis, because I do think, while fun should be the name of the game, maybe especially during the summer, it's easy to get caught up in the monotony of life and the daily chores and responsibility. You say one thing to keep in mind is fun doesn't cost you a dime.
Fun is free. Fun is free. It doesn't cost a dime. And you know what's amazing? Because I was sitting there thinking, should we really promote having fun? Is life about fun? Yeah. And the neat thing about it is, because it's free, it also means you can be spontaneous. It means you can be present.
Yeah.
The best way to find fun is in the moment. It's always in the moment. Fun, you can't, the minute you're planning ahead for fun, it probably is going to become too formulaic, too processed, too structured. So just let it happen in the moment.
And the thing about fun is, yes, it might be this frivolous, is it really all that important? But don't you think fun is kind of a gateway to a strong family and good bonds and a solid unit?
Which is why fun is a choice. Right? So we have to choose it, that's why I love this, because have you ever had a situation where one child ruined the fun? Just one ornery child that didn't sleep ruined it.
I think there are a couple people who agree with you.
Yeah, you have. Have you met my children? And so, but one can ruin it. But if the rule is, then we're not going to let one ruin it, and we're going to teach our children that it's a choice. So if you don't want to have fun, that's fine, but we're going to. And then what's amazing is fun's contagious. So eventually, once we're having a lot of fun and it's free, and we're getting into it, you'll draw those other children in. But make sure they know it's a choice. If you want to ruin your day, go ahead. You will not ruin ours. We'll let you sit in a hot car. We'll let you. We're fine. But we're going to go in and have a fun pizza meal.
So do you drag the teenager along for the sake of fun and hope that it becomes contagious and comes off?
I would.
Yeah?
Teenagers are hard. Yeah, and they're hard to drag. I don't know if you've noticed that. But so I would pretty much say, well, we're going, and we're doing it as a family, and we've already bought your ticket, so you're going. And if you just want to sit there like a lump, you can. And then what I would do over the day is I just find a way to just break them down.
So you don't ignore said ornery child. No. You just try to work on it.
You never argue with a teen, and you never ignore a teen. Both very dangerous things. So what you do instead is you just know you're going to win eventually. You're going to win them over. You're eventually going to be able to squirt some water on them. I would just go lay right by my boy. Just start cuddling him, because nothing's more fun than cuddling with your teen on at a pool. But eventually he's going to start talking, and then once he talks, I'm going to go with whatever he'll give me, and we'll make it fun. We'll find a way to make it fun. Now they'll be ornery, but you know what? That's their job.
That's their job.
But your job is not to take the bait. Remember the rule: never chase the most relationally challenged.
I love that rule.
Or the most fun challenge. Don't let them lead the fun. You lead the fun.
And this idea of fun being spontaneous, do you think women could afford to be a little more spontaneous?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's hard to say in this room.
I would imagine.
Because there's a lot of women. But part of it is you want it predictable. But see, what makes something funny is the irony, the unpredictability of it. If you want to make anything funny, do the most unpredictable thing. Right? Just be unpredictable, and it's just funny because you're startled, like, did he just say that?
Did Mom just do that?
Did Mom just do that?
Yeah.
Did Mom just do the worm across the carpet? in front of our visitors.
I mean, that is
Marty does do the worm.
Okay.
And if we want to have fun, let's have her do the worm.
Yeah.
But it's being unpredictable. That's one of the #1 ways to just immediately create something spontaneous.
Savannah Guthrie, host of the Today Show, I've become a big fan of hers, and she posted this really poignant article. It was kind of a list that she wrote for Mother's Day about what she's learned from her mom as she's going to become a mom. And she told this really adorable story about how one day they were going to the grocery store and her mom suddenly said there was a rainbow in the sky, and she said, "Where do you think the rainbow ends?" And Savannah said, "I don't know." And she said, "Should we try to find it?" And they spent an hour trying to find the end of that. Spontaneity, though, is kind of what grabbed me about that story. Is she was on her way to get something task-oriented done, go to the grocery store, and she ended up chasing the rainbow for an hour.
Well, let's be real. The mom was probably looking for gold. And so she figured out a way that, and then mom found out that rainbows and gold, they don't really go together. But what's so crazy about that is the willingness to be anywhere, anytime, anyhow. That's powerful, which is the last rule. The last rule is be grateful for the ride. So at the end of every day, sit down with your kids, and if you're trying to promote fun, if you're trying to promote something interesting and exciting, then sit down and notice it and ask your kids, so what happened today that really stood out as fun? And I'd be documenting and noticing, what do my children consider fun? Because a string, a piece of paper, a lot of things can become funny. A little kick me sign on the back of somebody, hilarious. And so all of a sudden, anything can be funny, but if you're not grateful for it, you're not going to promote it. You're not going to talk about it. And then, you know where I learned that? The Duggars. I just interviewed the Duggars, 19 kids and counting.
How did that go?
Great. And you know what Jim Bob taught me?
What?
Jim Bob said, watch out, because even though we have 19 kids, they're leaving, they're going away, they're growing up. So be grateful. And he would say, thank God for the time you're having fun, because they eventually are going to leave, and then you're just left without any fun, just you and your spouse.
But thankfully your wife can do the worm.
Yeah, that's all right.
And then it's all fun from there. Thank you so much, Matt Townsend, everybody.
Hello.